Oh yeah, music. What the? Hey, let me add this viewer count because I don't see how many people joined. Hello. I don't know if my audio is working. Could be like yesterday's. View count. React, bro. Hi, Brian. Is it not there on the title? I don't even know what the video title is. It's React, bro. I gave up on Angular 3 years ago as I left Itonix. No more Angular. Okay. So, do you hear the music? I don't actually, so I am going to shit. What's going on? Hello? 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 Yeah. To be honest, I have nothing against Angular personally. I would have continued if I had got any opportunity. What happened is I just wanted to learn Angular. Can you confirm you're hearing my audio? I'm actually not sure because my monitor doesn't it's not feeding my audio, so I'm really not sure. Sure, Brian. Cool. Awesome. Thanks for that. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, see you soon then. I will just try to set everything up. All right. Let's see. I will just begin because I don't wait for any viewers on my live streams, because I know I will probably be talking to myself the whole time. And yeah, let's get on with it. So yesterday I sure, bro. I will. Yeah, just trying to get into the streaming stuff, learning new things, you know. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying doing this. Hope it goes well and it stays like this, because I just get bored of everything like very soon, very quick. I hope this one stays. Yeah, so let's recap. Yesterday what I did was it was in Nepali, and yeah, interesting. I thought I would do these ReactJs tutorial series, these series of these videos in Nepali, and I did so. Now I keep forgetting about that. But anyways, I think it's okay to do this in English, because this is not going to be the like an episode, like main episode to the series, but this will be just a bonus where I won't be doing that much of ReactJs in particular, but I will be trying to clean up what I did yesterday, trying to make it look better. So it was quite hasty yesterday. I wasn't really, like, I didn't plan it all, so I have all these server requests and things going on right inside the component, so all this looks really bad. Also it's running. Also app didn't look that nice regarding the designs, so I will try to make it look better on the browser as well. Sorry for that. Okay. I wish this chat would. Why does it just stay there? Anyway, I'll make it smaller. Hope that's still visible, but really, yeah, okay, just ignore that. So this was the To-Do app that I did yesterday. It has this small twist with, like, this input field to configure what backend server to hit when you do stuffs. So there was this placeholder dot something like JSON placeholder REST API mock server where you could request for fortunately to-dos, and it worked. It just worked. And this was just there to show that in React use effect hook, you can, or you are most probably be adding those dependencies in order to invoke those use effect hooks. So that was just an example for the sake of it. So doesn't really doesn't really look like it's a practical use case. I might just remove that. But why not, right? Just keep it like, I will just put it up somewhere to make it look like it's a configuration and not like part of the application. So I'll just add it here, so it will move even. Oh my gosh, this auto brightness of my screen just is going crazy. Why? So so many distractions. This input field is setting backend URL, so this I would just put it up somewhere. Actually, there is like some styling going on. I'll just move this insomnia to there. So it's gone up there and it's there. There's already some styling coming from app.css where all this is happening. App header, app link. I don't know. Oh, we don't need this. Just get rid of it. Now let's see. So this is how it looks now. There's this, say we add a label to this. I will just move this one there and I don't know, as soon as I start streaming it gets really slow, or I don't have an ID. Just put URL there, backend URL. Yeah, cool. So that's all Copilot doing that suggestions. Why is this red? A form label must be associated with a control. Yeah. Quick fix. But isn't this? Yeah. Yeah. Are you asking for 4? No. I would just ignore this for now. Okay. What are you? So this is the ID not understanding this is a JSX, and it just added a single line comment. There are some console logs in somewhere. So actually here, I would just get rid of those because they're adding those warnings to the build, and it's okay. Didn't help at all. So now we have a label, and there's a an input field. This can be in a, say, field set. And let's add a legend. Say C-O-N-R-G. This will make it more obvious that it's a config, and see what it did. Oh my gosh. So I don't know if that was me who removed all those default stylings. Probably it's not me. It's probably Tailwind who's doing that. So I'll try to find some Tailwind themes. Hoping that there is some already there which adds I wish there was like a package of like pre-configured theme I could just use and things start looking nicer. Anyways, that doesn't look like it's that straightforward. I'll get rid of app.css, get rid of that from the JavaScript. The last thing I would want to be doing here right now is to style and figure out Tailwind. Although let's see if I can just add a class called container, and it does some magic like in a bootstrap. Say container. You don't know. You never know. Didn't do anything. Well. Wasn't there some container? Oh, width, max width. So there are actually some styles already there. It's just not centering it. Cool. this might work. There you go. It's really interesting how I have to style every single thing here. Really. Right. I was not expecting this. X and save flex 1. Okay, so now we have something like it now just looks like address bar in a browser. So yeah, I'll just remove this field set and everything. It didn't really help. I'll add a border to this, and there you go. Not just border, I'll have to add some padding to that and some margin towards the bottom of it. Let's see how it looks not bad. It doesn't look bad. So I'll just add some margin to the left here. And just or align items, I guess. Okay, it should be line items. No. Oh, they are actually aligned, just that the label I don't know what the hell is going on. I just thought I can just get away with not adding any class name to this label, so that didn't go as planned. There's something called self-center. There you go. So the background URL can be now configured here. Backend URL. Did I say background URL? So no, I can actually put both of these in one desktop, and ooh, I should have put it this way. So on the left there is a browser. I don't know how this thing got cropped. Okay. Not bad. I'll add some padding here. 2. Oh. 2. So now there's some padding there. It's already looking much better. I don't know why this list stopped showing. Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't have, wow, see, it started going really slow now. Now this should add a padding to the left, and you should be able to see that number there. Well, I will there's something called performance mode here. I will try that. So I will not be able to see what's actually going on in the stream, but I should be able to use my computer again, because it was really slow. It was very slow. Cool. Let's see. I don't want to just repeat those class names every time. Anyways, let's just do it for now. So these can also be flex. Doesn't work. Oh, there's a form inside, so probably it's a better idea to put form outside. And I don't know why this ID just keep closing those tags automatically. So now we have this and that. So all these also need to be flex. So here I would add something like a span. Yeah. And I would move this thing. My keyboard is really placed awkwardly right now, so I just can't guess where the keys are. So there's this span and there's a button, so this li can now I don't know. Did I add this class names thing? No, I haven't. Or have I? Let's see. Class names. Where did I want that? On this. No, not the form. Ah, here. What did I want to do? I what's happened to my memory? Ah, module not found. Great. I will add it. Yarn add. Wow. Yarn add. Oh, actually they should be class names. Yeah, what? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. These are things that you class names. You don't really care about like it works once and you never look back and it's just there. And when you're trying to do from the scratch, just what am I in margin 3, so that there goes a bit. Okay, let me try to add some new. Make a sandwich, cook a meal. I think I created several new to-dos with the same. There you go. Yeah, that's what we are doing today. So there's no feedback on like form submit or those button clicks as well. So they all need to be there, and this app needs to be usable. Right now it is not. From here, so the UI looks fine. UI looks all right, I think. From here, let's try to make it usable. Let's try to make those forms submit, add those new items to the list, right? For that, let's begin with exactly that. So create to do is this handler to add to do to the server, and it's doing its job fine. What I can do is I can move these DB requests to a new service. Say we have a service called to do service, right? I can create a new services slash to do's dot ts, and that what that will do is, oh sorry, we're doing JavaScript here, so JS, right? So todos.js will, what it will do is it will take care of all the to do related server requests and everything like that. So we can do here is oh, So what we want to do is we want to avoid duplicating these, right? So these can just be, say, API endpoint. Or API URI, right? So command A, have two cursors. So now here const API URI equals not twice but once. All right, so this will now not repeat everywhere, and now these headers could have just been that's fine for now. What I would like to do is I would like to just return this fetch, so it will still return the promise and whatever needs done with the resulting response, it will be done where it's called. So just doing the request to the server and returning back the promise, not to forget about this JSON, so it will be returning the JSON object or JSON array back to the place where we call them, right? So here what we can do is import oh, there you go. Oh no. So Copilot is quite smart. Oh, to-dos, right? So now we have it's outdated pro. So now whatever was being done is still working, but you can see the component itself doesn't care much about what's happening in the requests, right? So what? The first one, this one here, is actually still being called via this. Well, I totally forgot about we are using this backend URL state to do the requests. That's going to be a small problem, but yeah, what I can do is I can create a class for Todo.js and return that class instead. So let's say this is a class to-dos service, right? And this class has all these methods called create to do, update to do, and update to do, create to do, and all there. So I'll add a constructor, and the constructor will this dot URI. Right, and that will be part of constructor argument, and this is gone, and instead of that API URI we will use this dot API URI. So this way you can instantiate. Can I do this? No? Fine. It's okay. Oops. What just happened? Oh. Right. So whenever we import Todo service, we will be importing this class, and from here we won't be we will be importing Todo service class and say here whenever let me just instantiate it here. And here we will use this one by default. This will now instantiate Todo service, and what we can do is this can be fetch Todos, right? Todos service service dot get Todos, and instead of doing backend URL, I'll just do then. I don't need that here. So this one will not work because we don't have it defined yet. So here, get Todos is our first method that will just return this fetch. So now, oh, backend URL. This dot API URI. So now, this should be able to do get Todos, then do something with it, right? And cleanup, we don't need it. But what's missing is whenever backend URL changes, we are supposed to update the backend URL for, or API URI for the service, right? So for that, we'll need a new method. I think there's like getter and setter shortcuts for. I am not really set. Will this work? No. No. What the hell? I have completely forgot this one here. Okay, forget about it. We will just say set URI, and we'll see set URI and that will give us or set our this dot API URI equals URI. So whenever there's update in our backend URI or URL, we will just update Todo's service. Oopsie daisy. Alright, Todo's service. Sometimes it's annoying. These URI to backend URL. So whenever backend URL is updated, we're setting the services API URI to that, and getting all to-dos there. So from here, it looks okay, except these handlers here, right? So I would define them here, create to do so I would say I'll just be calling these service service functions, service methods in these handler functions. I'm not really sure what's happening here. So we don't have. Oh, this is actually doing what should actually happen. So it's resetting, at least resetting the new to do field. There's something there. So this is update to do is not defined. We'll just define it as well. Right. Create to do, and this will update to do. Update to do. Then this doesn't need to happen, right? So we don't need them. We will need them, but for now they should do exactly what was happening, right? So now at least when I say check the time or whatever, so now what it did is it added the new to do, and it reset this field, which is better than before. So there's check the time. Only thing missing is this check the time is not being appended to this list. So for that, our create to do method can also say this is actually getting that to do already. So this will get the to do back, and what we can do is set to do's list. Look at that. That is also one way to do it. But it just adds one more request, which we it's better to avoid that. To do's list, I'll spread that and add this to do to that. That should be an array. And there you go. That should oh, you're right. So let's just name it a bit differently. Do this. Right, new to do or something like that. Oh, man, a Okay, I need to do response, whatever. Just needs to be different than the state or whatever variables that are in the scope. So now from here, turn down the music, right? Ooh, it's there, but why am I? So here I will need to debug this, right? Let's say debugger. So last time like a week ago, last week. Are you kidding me? No debugger. Why? Why no debugger? So these can all be just warnings. I don't know why they're by default. At least in development mode. Yeah, doesn't make sense. It's okay if it was just warning, right? It's like stopping the build. Okay, I need to restart the build. So some of these errors, lint errors, they like, it doesn't make sense to just stop the build, even like it's not even the production build, right? So my development build should not be stopped by these rules. Like no unused variables. That happens really often. Like when you're just trying stuff out, and it stops the build, which is not really not so much fun. So from here, I will be using the debugger to see what's happening. Check the debugger, right? So from here, oh my god, I will need to push it a bit, push it a little bit further. So here, why is it stuck here? This doesn't look nice. There you go. There we are. So here, I can check what I'm getting. Oh, success true. That's not the response I was hoping for. So for now, that's server issue. That's something I can skip on this video, because that will require some switching of context, which I don't want to do right now. So what we have here in Todo should actually do the job, except it won't have the ID, right? Except it won't have the ID. So let's say may not have an ID. May not have an ID. This should have it should have errored, because okay, let me go back to the sources and break it there. Really strange. Strange. So here, Todo has no ID, right? So when I add that to this list, it will fail here somewhere. So here it will try to add the ID to the key, and key is required to have. Okay. It was fine with this null or undefined ID, but it should fail once I add more to this. There's one warning already, but I don't know. Yeah, this won't break the application itself, but it's not the perfect solution to this. Once you refresh, it's fine again because it's now getting it from the server. But if you're like, if those keys don't get values, then there's some weird weird issues that you can see afterwards, like sorting, or sometimes there's this duplicate being added. Anyways, now that looks good. We could also have some alert or some green stuff showing up once we add those, but that's something not really important for now. So now that we have our create function almost working, almost it almost works, right? It almost works, and that will be there. One thing I would like to do is to reverse this array. Anyways, that's not a big deal. For now, it goes in chronological order, not reverse, so that's fine for now. Now let's take a look at these done buttons. So they for now this doesn't make sense. One cook a meal or make a sandwich is done, but still they have this done button instead of undo or something. Or mark as undone. Like something opposite to done, right? So for that, it should be quite simple. There you go. Like it's just about using this conditionally. So if to do dot complete completed, then done. No, if completed, then say undo or whatever makes sense there. This is weird. Just made what the? Is there nothing about changing it to normal string and not the string literal? No, what string literal? Template literal. So now you can see undo and done, right? That's nice. I can actually add a class name to this to reduce a bit of padding here. Right. I hope this works, but that was just my hope. It didn't work, right? So not a biggie. What we can do is we can actually add some margin to each of these list items instead, which will push things. Oh, this actually didn't it work? Oh, maybe it's text bold instead of bold. I would want some margin on the bottom, so this should loosen a bit, and undo also. I would say it would be better if the colors looked a bit different, but it's again, I'm not even sure about PG, or I don't know, background. Okay, so I hope there was some autocomplete for Tailwind, because I'm not really familiar with all these class names. BACK. So for each of these, I will need to go to. Oh, it looks okay. Probably I need to define these colors, right? I actually used BG red, didn't do anything. 500. Oops, it's there. Okay, didn't work because this button actually already has these BG color and everything. These, oh my gosh, these backgrounds are all set hard coded, although it adds the class names to it. Like having multiple background color class names in Tailwind, doesn't do much. So whatever set first will take precedence. I would, yeah. So it's just CSS. It will not work that way. You can't override CSS by adding class names unless those class names have some important or something added to it. Hey Vishwadai, I just saw your comment there. 10, 19. Okay, it's been there for a while then. Thanks, man. If you're still watching, thanks. So, this won't work. Get rid of it. For now, we're fine with just this. Or actually, I can extend these buttons to have like variants or something. Let's go back to the button. I could actually, yeah. I could. Right? Or do I spend my time in different things? Okay, I'll just ignore that for now. If we get some more time in the future, we'll get back to it. So now, so done. Oops. It still doesn't reflect the results in real time, although it's working. Now let's try to fix that. So on update, all we're doing is just sending this request to the server. I hope update will return, or in this case, I would just do another request to the server to get all. Right, so so I would set Will it? So whatever modified here will need to actually replace the one already existing in that array. So what I can do is I can just filter out the item. Yeah, let's do that. Just filter this, right? Just filter that. Say, I'm really bad at naming these. So if the to-do dot ID, I hope it does have some kind of ID, or we do have it, is not equals. So this will just skip that one item with the matching ID with the current one, and then add the current one, which is modified. This should do it. This should. Let me try. Boom. It did something, but it did it in a weird way, because it just changed the order of that array, so it went to the bottom. Don't mind it that much, but really yeah, it can be better. Who could have thought about this? Okay. I can actually map it, right? I can map it, and when I see that ID matching, I can just swap the values, and it should be good, right? So I can show you what I mean. So all these array functions, I will try to make a video about them. It's kind of interesting. So instead of filtering out the one that matches the ID and then adding the updated one to it, has this kind of effect, which we don't like. So what we can do is we can just map it. We won't be even concatenating. So what we can do is we can map it. So what mapping does is it just goes through each element and return with some modification. So basically that. So here we can have an if or just ternary if. No, here we should see if it matches. So if ID matches, then I would like to return to do instead of the one in the array already, and otherwise just D is fine. So what this means is if the ID of currently updated to do matches the one in this iteration, use this updated one. Otherwise just keep the one that came from that initial array. So what that should do is it should do whatever it was doing without changing the order. Done. Perfect. Yeah, you don't think about all these when you're doing stuffs. But yeah. Alright. Ah, it's working. We can ship it now. So, one thing, I don't like those buttons going really close to... Mm. Actually, these buttons could actually be check. Like, we can actually have... What's it? I forgot the shortcut for... oh, there you go. So, check. This one. And this can be... plus... I don't... Man, this looks ugly. But... right. There you go. I'm done with this, I'm done with this, I'm done with this, I'm done with this, I'm done with this. Nope. Nope. Done. Done. Nope. Well, to make it look better, what I can do is I can make each of these list item flags and the span go all the way. Right. So, oops, even the cross have that strike through. So that one here actually need to be this one actually need to be here instead, so that only the title itself will be crossed or strike through, and rest of the the buttons will just stay. Okay, no strike through there. And what I would like to do is, probably there is already something for zebra. Oh, no zebra? Ah, that's sad. So there's no zebra. What? How about dividers? Divide style, divide. Divide solid. I think it goes here. Divide solid. No divide. Divide solid. Anyway, so it seems it just needs more of those CSS class names. Oops, that's ugly. Yeah. Okay. So if I put 4, I don't get it. If I put 4, it works, right? If I put 1, it's not there anymore. What's going on? I don't understand. At least this. They're sticking to the top. For that, I will say align item center. Actually, this didn't work. Middle? No, it doesn't work. Actually, probably I should just self-center them. Right, this will push it a bit towards the center, and the buttons themselves to... Wait, what's adding this margin? Is this margin the one that's adding that weird thing? Okay. Still, why does this not work with other values? Oh, now it works! Okay. Okay. Oh, with 1 it doesn't. So with 2 it does. This is weird. Also, I would... Yeah, why not? I'll just do it. What I'm going to do is add background to this. Right. Oh man, I think it's BG. Okay. Right. Oops, there you go. So this if oh, we don't have index, so we will have to add them. Right, so this index, oops, so this index is the array's index. So if index is even, then this, otherwise. Actually, yeah, just nullish here. No, doesn't work. Let's do classic, else nothing. There you go. Now I think this dashed thing actually looks weird. Ah, man. So, oh, we lost the numbering. This one here. Where did it go? Ah, because I changed this to flex. doesn't do anything. Because it's flex. Yeah. Okay. I don't care that much. So here I would just go and remove this padding left. So these crosses, they look like they're there to delete them, but it's not. It's just to undo, like say, I'm not done with this. I'm not done with this. I'm done with this. Right? Probably a delete. Oh, I never implement delete. That's interesting. Right? Could actually add delete. Wait, this one probably use some, can use some padding to the left, right? But because it's touching the left corner, now it looks better. Okay, this looks nicer. Nicer than what we had before. This is my Sunday morning. Fun making to-do app. Oh my god, this is so much fun. Let's add delete. I think a button with a trash can would be a good one. Okay. No, just don't care about it. We need a trash. There you go, trash. Let's see if I can see that. There. Ooh. You know, this button, man. Let's just make it a span. Oops. What? Yeah, makes sense. Let's make it a button again. But hey, what? A missing type? Yeah. Okay. So there you go. We have a yeah. Here, now we can style this as we want, right? This is not bad at all. I can say I want a red border. I'm writing Tailwind classes like a pro now. There you go. 800 is a bit too dark, I guess. So let's do nice. So these buttons, right now it just does what the other one does. So what we need to do is update this by saying delete this. Right? Delete to do with todo.id. Right? We just need ID to delete them because yeah, it's just about deleting them. So I'll just make a copy. Oops, make a copy of this update to do and make it delete. Right? Performance. So we'll get an ID here. Oops, not DI, ID. Oh, actually, let me just ID or to ID. Right? Let's say delete to do ID, then do something like this. So here, instead of mapping, I will just filter it so that also we're not checking if the request to server was success. Actually, it's a success because it's going to the then instead of catch. But in some situations, like fetch doesn't really fail if the server throws something like 400 or something. So there it will fail. So so we need to take care of that as well. So we won't go there for this video. But what's happening there is what? I need one more. So what's happening there is it's sending the request, and if it got a response, some response, other than just a server failure or something, it will set the to-dos list by filtering out the one that matches the ID. So to-do ID doesn't have ID, but to-do ID itself is an ID. So now this delete to do, does it even exist? Doesn't. We don't have delete to do, right? So I'll just again copy over update to do and call it delete to do, and I'll get to do ID here. And to delete, what I can do is I can request it to do endpoint and to do to-do's ID, post there, or not post, delete request there. Doesn't really need any header and doesn't need any body, right? This should actually do it. So now if I delete, check the time, boom, check the time is gone. I will also delete these duplicate cook a meal. So now if I refresh, they're all gone. It means it worked. cool. Well, we have fully functional to-do app now. So just delete these nonsense and start adding like real stuffs. Let's do that. What do I need to do? Push to the GitHub. So by the way, this tutorial is the source code for this is available in GitHub. ReactJs tutorial in Nepali. So if you want to check it out, just clone this ReactJs tut np from my GitHub, and you can play around with it. So oops, I forgot to remove that. Push to the GitHub, edit the live video, if that's still live, of course. I like last time when I was streaming, my internet broke, like internet stopped working, and like it reconnected, but turns out YouTube just stopped the stream and my Streamlab was streaming to nothing, and I talked about an hour to myself, and the stream was just gone. After I stopped, it was nowhere to be found. So there was like that 1 hour of me trying to explain things and everything. It just disappeared. So yeah, if that doesn't happen again, I will have to edit this live video and just extract the most important parts. Yeah, this video was supposed to be a serious one anyway, but I'll have to do that, and also share it on Facebook, for example, and yeah, that all works. Now I will just push it to GitHub. So I have new protocol service modified. Yeah, all that makes sense to me. What? Actually, I'll also go through these. New to-do res is not defined. It is defined. Yeah, it's defined but never used. So I'll get rid of that. Now it compiles without any warning. So now I think it's ready. Git add dot series no episode 3 clean up, right? What just happened? Yeah. So oops, I just keep doing this. It's pushed. You see there Oh my god. Never used GitHub on mobile or what? So episode 3 is now episode 3 cleanups there. So that one is done. I can check this, right? So this to-dos app works. Let's ship it. For watching, thank you very much if anybody did watch it. And if you liked, once this video is on YouTube, or probably it's also on Facebook and other social media like Twitch. I don't have any followers in Twitch. So if you're watching and if you like this video, wherever you're watching it, please hit that like button if there's one. I don't know if Twitch has like button. And if you like this kind of videos and you want to watch my videos in the future, please subscribe. So I will be I will be focusing on YouTube because elsewhere I don't know. Anyways, if you're on any platform, please, if there's an option to subscribe, please subscribe. Please follow or whatever, and I will see you on the next video. And till then, farewell, my friend. 0 people on YouTube. Did I miss something? Like, this was a nice cleanup. Like, we have a service class called To-Do Service, which is handling mostly everything to do with like configuration. Well, for now, we just have this URL. It's handling all the server requests. And To-Do.js app is just using it and doing things after it gets some response. So it doesn't have to worry about what format the response is in and converting it to JSON. All those low-level details. And it looks cleaner, right? Except that I don't have consistent spacings between those, right? So yeah, otherwise it looks clean. We're repeating this here, which is not good, so I would call this default. Yeah, whatever. So actually this could be uppercase. Now I realize that I should have just used the lowercase on the class itself. So it's not a constant. So default API URL. So this one can and should. Oops, what the? Come on, bro. Yeah, like that. So let's quickly do that as well. So this default API URL. What just happened here? What just happened here? Oops. I hope my mic. Okay, it's working. So, default API URL is a constant. Probably it's, yeah, it's fine. So what we're doing is using that to instantiate the service in the first place, and also setting that to the state initially. And what we're doing here is we're defining API URI here, which doesn't have to be uppercased, right? This dot, so this could be just API URI like this, which makes it more like variable kind of feel. Anyway, so that's it. What else? We did some styling with Tailwind. Hope that illustrated how quick and easy it is to write styles, like design your UI using Tailwind. Although I'm not really experienced with it, I find it quite easy to do, like basic layouts and stuff, which is nice because yeah, we don't want to be wasting a lot of time on that, because our focus is JavaScript or React here. Yeah, so that looks even cleaner. So what I'll do is I'll push that again, comment, so let's say const bars, for example. Doesn't matter that much. It's pushed again, and that's it. Probably it's a good idea to add like a build pipeline to this repository. I'll do that soon. Probably I'll just do that on a live video as well. I'll just add a GitHub action to deploy it as a static site on GitHub pages. It will be a quick one. So that will come up next. And that was all for this video. That was fun. Seeing it like working is fun. It's simple but fun. Yeah, that was it. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing, liking or whatever in the video. Until next time, I will see you. Bye bye. Bye. Watch this video and subscribe. And there's a link, and there's and in description there's something. And I'm not used to these, but I'll try to get used to it. Like, there. I'm hungry now. I will take a break. You know, like these live streams, they just crop the end. I don't know how that happens, but like every time I stop my live stream, the last minute or so is missing from the recorded version. So that's why I'm just talking nonsense right now, so that if it's cropped, this is cropped. Well, what? I don't know why I got comments on only Facebook and not YouTube or anything else. Because there was no viewer. I need to work on some like marketing. YouTube. Oh, live now. Let me watch myself live on YouTube. I'm watching myself live on YouTube. There's no viewer, no chat, nothing. Let me try. If I type something on YouTube live. Hey everyone. So does it appear? Does it appear? Okay, it boom. So so YouTube live chat is also showing up, which is cool. So this restream.io, I haven't used it that much. So this is my first or second time using it, especially the chat feature. So this is like just a test to see if things work. So Facebook comments are working and YouTube live chat also does seem to work. That's nice. And hopefully that was entertaining. That was informative, and that was fun to you guys as well, whoever is watching it in future. Please let me know if you like it, and please subscribe. I need some more subscribers because I'm usually so lonely when I go live, because nobody joins and I am so alone and I don't like it. So please subscribe and blah blah. That was it. So in the end, I will make my face bigger. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more of this sort of videos. If you're into learning JavaScript, if you're learning ReactJs, if you're learning GraphQL, if you're learning anything, I'll try to teach you that. I'm a good teacher. Not maybe, but I will try. It's Sunday morning and I am hungry, and I'm trying really hard to teach people. I'm really trying hard to get more subscribers. If you're there's a bug. If you like it, please do consider subscribing. And this video has this audio. I don't know how, if people can even hear it. So with that, what I will do is I will turn up this music and also say goodbye to you everyone in a style. All right, let's do it. It doesn't fade. It's like I thought it was fading, but it just like doesn't work. So thank you for watching, and please like this video if you liked what you saw, and if you're interested in more of these kind of videos, if you're into learning JavaScript or React or anything, please consider subscribing to my channel. I will be posting these kind of videos, tutorials in regular basis, and till the next time, I will see you. Take care of yourself. Peace. That is cool. Hope that comes out cooler.